Rome, June 22, 1983, a humid summer evening. 15-year-old Emanuela Orlandi, her flute case in hand, vanished without a trace. Last seen near Piazza Navona, a popular Roman square, she became a ghost, her absence a haunting echo in the heart of Italy. Emanuela's disappearance sent shockwaves through Italy and beyond. A young girl, a daughter of a Vatican employee, swallowed by the shadows of the Eternal City. The mystery deepened with each passing day, unanswered questions multiplying like weeds. Where was Emanuela? Who or what had taken her? The questions were simple, but the answers remained elusive, lost in a labyrinth of speculation and intrigue. The case of Emanuela Orlandi became a chilling reminder that even in the heart of a bustling city, darkness could lurk, waiting to snatch innocence away. Emanuela Orlandi wasn't just any girl, she was a child of the Vatican. Born into a family deeply intertwined with the heart of the Catholic Church, her life was one of unique privilege and mystery. She roamed the Vatican gardens, attended school within its walls, and was known to many who worked in the Holy See. Her disappearance in 1983 at the tender age of 15 sent shockwaves not just through her family but through the entire Vatican community and beyond. Her father, Ercole Orlandi, served as a messenger to the Pope. This role placed him in a position of trust and responsibility, often carrying sensitive documents and messages across the Vatican. The Orlandi family lived within the Vatican walls, a rare privilege that came with its own set of expectations and pressures. Ercole's position meant that the family was well known and respected, but it also meant that their lives were closely watched. This connection to the Holy See, rather than offering protection, seemed to shroud the case in a veil of secrecy. The Vatican, with its ancient traditions and secretive nature, became a labyrinth of unanswered questions. The more the family sought answers, the more elusive the truth seemed to become. The shadows of the Vatican buildings seemed to hold their breath, guarding secrets that no one was willing to reveal. The Vatican City, a sovereign state within Rome, became central to the mystery. Its towering walls and ancient secrets held their breath, refusing to reveal what they might know. The small city-state, with its own laws and governance, became a fortress of silence. The Orlandi family, along with investigators, found themselves up against an institution that was not only powerful, but also impenetrable. Its towering walls and ancient secrets held their breath, refusing to reveal what they might know. The Vatican's corridors, both literal and metaphorical, were filled with whispers and half-truths. Every corner seemed to hide a piece of the puzzle, yet none were willing to come forward. The silence was deafening, a stark contrast to the bustling life outside its walls. Theories swirled, whispers of Vatican involvement echoing in the piazzas and cafes of Rome. From the bustling streets to the quiet corners of the city, everyone had a theory. Some believed it was a case of simple abduction, while others thought it was part of a larger, more sinister plot. Theories ranged from the involvement of the Mafia to international espionage, each more complex than the last. Some speculated that Emanuela's disappearance was linked to a plot against the Pope. Theories suggested that she was taken as leverage, a pawn in a dangerous game of political and religious power. The Pope, a figure of immense influence, was at the center of many such speculations. The idea that Emanuela could be used to send a message to the highest echelons of the Church was both terrifying and plausible. Others suggested she was collateral damage in a web of Vatican intrigue, a pawn sacrificed in a game of power and faith. The Vatican, with its complex hierarchy and internal politics, was seen as a place where such dark dealings could occur. Emanuela, an innocent girl, might have been caught in the crossfire of a struggle she had no part in. The idea that she was a mere pawn in a larger game added a layer of tragedy to her story. The Vatican, for its part, maintained its silence, a silence that spoke volumes to those desperate for answers. The official stance was one of non-involvement, but the lack of transparency only fueled further speculation. For the Orlandi family, the silence was a constant reminder of their loss and the unanswered questions that haunted them. The Vatican's refusal to open up about the case left a void that no amount of speculation could fill. As days turned into weeks, then months and years, the rumor mill churned relentlessly. Each new theory, each whispered speculation, only served to deepen the mystery surrounding Emanuela's disappearance. One of the most persistent rumors linked Emanuela's case to the assassination attempt on Pope John Paul II in 1981. Some believed she was taken hostage to secure the release of Mehmet Ali Ağca, the Turkish gunman convicted of the shooting. Other theories pointed to the murky world of organized crime. The Banda della Magliana, a powerful Roman criminal organization, became a suspect, with whispers of Vatican connections and illicit financial dealings. The truth, however, remained elusive, hidden behind a wall of silence and speculation. Adding to the enigma were a series of cryptic phone calls received by Emanuela's family and Italian authorities. The callers, their voices distorted and untraceable, offered tantalizing clues and demands, only to vanish before revealing anything concrete. One caller claimed to be holding Emanuela hostage, demanding the release of Mehmet Ali Ağca in exchange for her safe return. Another hinted at a connection to the Vatican Bank and its alleged involvement in shady financial dealings. Each call, a thread in a tangled web, only seemed to lead to more dead ends and frustration. The authorities, despite their best efforts, were unable to trace the calls or identify the individuals behind them. The phone calls, rather than providing answers, only deepened the mystery, leaving investigators grappling with more questions than answers. Section 5. The Labyrinth of Theories. Over the years, the case of Emanuela Orlandi has become fertile ground for conspiracy theories. Each theory, more outlandish than the last, attempts to make sense of the senseless, to find a reason for the unbearable. Some believe Emanuela was kidnapped and trafficked into a sex trafficking ring, her captors exploiting her connection to the Vatican to silence any investigation. Others whisper of satanic cults operating within the church itself, using Emanuela as a sacrificial lamb in their dark rituals. The Vatican, for its part, has denied any involvement in Emanuela's disappearance, maintaining that it has cooperated fully with the investigation. However, their denials have done little to quell the suspicions that swirl around the case, fueled by years of silence and unanswered questions. Section 6. Shadows in the Vatican. Despite the Vatican's insistence on its innocence, shadows of doubt linger. The ancient walls of the Vatican, steeped in centuries of history and secrecy, seem to whisper tales of hidden truths and untold stories. As night falls, the grandeur of St. Peter's Basilica is cloaked in an eerie silence, a stark contrast to the bustling city that surrounds it. The Vatican, a symbol of faith and sanctity, now finds itself at the center of a web of intrigue and suspicion. The Holy See, for all its claims of transparency, has been accused of obstructing the investigation, withholding crucial information that could shed light on Emanuela's fate. The locked doors of the Vatican archives, guarded and inaccessible, have become a symbol of the Church's reluctance to open up. Behind these doors, it is believed, lie documents and records that could potentially unravel the mystery that has haunted Emanuela's family for decades. Vatican officials, often seen in solemn meetings, continue to deny any wrongdoing, yet their actions speak louder than words. Rumors persist of secret archives containing explosive evidence, of high-ranking officials with knowledge of what truly transpired. These whispers suggest that within the Vatican's labyrinthine corridors, there are those who hold the keys to the truth. Old documents yellowed with age are said to contain testimonies and confessions that could change the course of the investigation. The shadowy figures of high-ranking officials, moving through dimly lit rooms, add to the air of mystery and suspicion. The Vatican's reluctance to fully cooperate with Italian authorities has only fueled speculation, leading many to believe that the Church has something to hide. Italian investigators, often seen pacing in frustration, have repeatedly expressed their exasperation at the lack of cooperation. The sight of police cars parked near the Vatican, their lights flashing in the night, has become a common scene. The imposing exterior of the Vatican building, shrouded in darkness, stands as a silent witness to the ongoing tension between the Church and the authorities. Adding to the suspicions is the mysterious death of Enrico De Pedis, a prominent figure in the Banda della Magliana. De Pedis, whose life was marked by crime and controversy, met a violent end, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. His funeral, attended by a mix of mourners and curious onlookers, was a spectacle in itself. The dark alleyways of Rome, where De Pedis once roamed, now echo with the whispers of his alleged involvement in Emanuela's disappearance. De Pedis, rumored to have been involved in Emanuela's disappearance, was buried in a basilica belonging to the Vatican, an honor usually reserved for exemplary Catholics. This decision, shrouded in controversy, raised many eyebrows and fueled further speculation. The solemn church ceremony, with its air of reverence, seemed at odds with De Pedis' notorious reputation. The single coffin, resting in the Grand Basilica, became a focal point of public outrage and curiosity. The Vatican's explanation, that De Pedis' family had made a generous donation to the church, did little to quell the outcry and suspicions. The sight of donation money being handed over in a church setting only added to the public's mistrust. Suspicious clergy, seen whispering among themselves, did nothing to dispel the growing doubts. Outside the church, protesters gathered, their voices rising in unison, demanding answers and transparency. The shadows in the Vatican, it seems, are not so easily dispelled. Section 7. The Search for Truth. Despite the passage of time, the search for Emanuela Orlandi continues. Her family, refusing to give up hope, has tirelessly pursued every lead, every whisper, every rumor that might lead them to their beloved Emanuela. In recent years, there have been renewed calls for the Vatican to fully open its archives and cooperate with Italian authorities. The Orlandi family, along with their supporters, believe that the truth lies hidden within the Vatican walls, locked away in files marked secret and guarded by those who prioritize the Church's reputation over justice for Emanuela. Section 8. A cold case still burns. The case of Emanuela Orlandi remains one of Italy's most enduring mysteries. It is a cold case that refuses to be forgotten, a wound that refuses to heal. The passage of time has done little to diminish the public's fascination with the case, as each new development, each new theory is met with renewed interest and speculation. The mystery of Emanuela Orlandi is a stark reminder of the power of secrets, of the darkness that can lurk even in the holiest of places. It is a story that continues to captivate and haunt, a testament to the enduring strength of hope and the relentless pursuit of truth. Section 9. Emanuela's legacy, a shadow over the Vatican. Emanuela Orlandi's disappearance has cast a long shadow over the Vatican. Her story is not just a tale of a missing girl, it is a narrative that has intertwined with the very fabric of the Vatican's history. The mystery surrounding her disappearance has become a symbol of the secrets and the silence that often shroud the corridors of power within the Holy See. It has tarnished the Church's image, raising questions about its transparency, its accountability, and its commitment to justice. The Vatican, a place of spiritual guidance for millions, finds itself under scrutiny, with each new revelation adding to the growing sense of unease. The faithful and the curious alike are left to wonder, what really happened to Emanuela Orlandi? The case serves as a constant reminder of the unanswered questions, the whispers of conspiracy, and the suspicions that continue to swirl around the Holy See. Every corner of Rome seems to echo with the unspoken fears and the hushed conversations of those who dare to question the official narrative. The air is thick with speculation, and the truth seems ever elusive. Until the truth is revealed, the shadow of Emanuela Orlandi will continue to loom large over the Vatican, a symbol of a mystery that refuses to be solved. Her face, forever young, is a haunting reminder of the unresolved pain and the quest for answers that has spanned decades. The candle burns, a solitary light in the darkness, symbolizing the hope that one day, the truth will come to light. The case of Emanuela Orlandi is a testament to the enduring power of hope and the unwavering determination of those who refuse to let their loved ones be forgotten. Her family, friends, and supporters have kept her memory alive through vigils, protests, and memorials, each act a defiant stand against the passage of time and the fading of memories. Their faces, etched with determination, tell a story of resilience and an unyielding quest for justice. It is a story that continues to captivate and intrigue, a mystery that demands to be solved. Investigative journalists pore over documents, piecing together fragments of information in the hope of uncovering the truth. Mysterious figures and shadowy corridors add to the enigma, while rallies and public gatherings keep the issue in the public eye. The case of Emanuela Orlandi is not just a cold case. It is a living, breathing narrative that refuses to be forgotten, urging us all to seek the truth. For more stories like this, please like and subscribe to Oblivion Unlocked.